Hello and welcome back. You're still watching ZigWheels with me, Rishabh Matharo. Now time for some motorsport news. And of course, we're going to get you the latest that's been happening from the Volkswagen Polo Cup all the way in Coimbatore. But more importantly, we had one of our reporters, Priyadarshan Bhavikar, who went and drove the Polo Cup race car. So let's check out what that was about.
It seems Volkswagen's plans for the Polo in India have a lot more to do than marketing it. They're about marketing it right. So the ongoing JK Tyre Polo Cup is about starting a league of its own where professional drivers get a chance to race the Polos towards the championship and of course let people see the car in a whole new, durable and spacey light. Recently held round 2 of the Cup saw a surprise lineup at the end of the qualifying round for regular followers of the Cup, with Rahil Nurani from Mumbai, Ajay Kini from Bangalore and Oshan Kothadia from Pune taking up the top 3 spots on the grid for race 1. Rahul Nurani pretty much led from the start with the others fighting for his tail. But his tail was wagging high by the end of it as he won the race as well as clocked the fastest lap time of 1 minute 16 seconds. This was also his first win in the series. Highlight this time round, however, was the media race. One can only guess that since the auto press is the first to try out most wheels that roll out of the industry, it's only fair to give them a go. Our rep for the race was ZigWheels senior correspondent Priyadarshan Bhavikar, who's always loved to snigger at whatever the industry is thrown at him, in a good way, of course. On race day, he went in bundle up to start. Now many others did the same, so a big up to him for keeping a cool head and driving the rest of the race clean. 8 laps and the race ends with him finishing 7th, a place ahead of his qualifying and a second ahead of his overall lap time. Now these stats may not be much to write home about, but the experience only opened up another first-hand account for a seasoned auto industry correspondent. One was sure he'll write about soon. As for gods and the conditions, let's just hope they get the humor of it.
Well, moving on, now I'm sure that we all have our own favorite memories of our scooters. But if you're someone who's still a big fan of the scooter, here's a perfect place for you to get in touch with your old two-wheeler. The scooter. The symbol of many a feeling. Freedom, simplicity, and that all-important comfort of mobility. Get on one of these and you can let loose. Enjoy the journey ahead and leave your worries far behind. These young men have a use for them which even the makers would not have envisioned. They are rally riders, and their machine of choice is none other than the scooter. This is the 22nd edition of the Gulf Monsoon Scooter Rally, where riders from all over the state battle it out in the ultimate scooter race.
Well, it's a very unique event. It's with Gulf has been sponsoring for 11 years, and it's unique in the way that it's one of the few scooter rallies which actually happen across the world.
rally was flagged off with a black flag, a color otherwise used to symbolize penalties but was used to pay homage to victims of the recent terror attacks. There was no terror that would stop these riders from reaching the finish line. As they began their journey from Parel to Belapur in Mumbai, we soon realized that their preferred choice of road was not the tarmac but the exact opposite. Where the comfort of the road ended, the treacherous dirt roads began. 31 riders fought hard, riding through the backwoods of Belapur for 3 grueling laps. Very bad road. Now, we used to be potholes on Indian roads, but these had a mind of their own. Practice to prepare them for entire rivers cutting through the route or pools of water otherwise meant for swimming. With their heads straight and a faithful scooter between their legs, they ripped through the enemy territory, eventually reaching the finish line. In the end, all battered and bruised, emerged only 9 riders who finished the race, leaving their competitors far behind. A great feat considering all that was thrown at them. They transformed the scooter from a pure on-roader to one mean off-roader.
मैं फर्स्ट टाइम में जीता हूँ ये, तो आज काफी टफ था ये इवेंट पूरा. आज मतलब सोचा नहीं था कि ओवरऑल आएंगे.
Now after looking at this, you might get some ideas about how to use that scooter parked in the garage. But if you're still confused, then here are a few words from those behind the event.
To start with, this is a scooter rally. You can keep your bike and car at home. And if you have a scooter, maintain it. It's worthwhile maintaining a scooter like many people do here, like Manjit and all, for one event, once a year for this event. Many people have got 10 and 15 years old scooters, they maintain this for this event. It's worthwhile. It's probably only event of its kind in the world where scooters have to negotiate this kind of road, where even a bike and a 4x4 will have a problem.
So what are you waiting for? Get riding and start preparing, because the scooter is no longer just a mere mode of transport, but it can be your very own rally machine.
Well, that seemed like a lot of fun, but time for a quick break. We'll be back, so don't touch that remote.